Diane, I'm going to have you pick up. So tell us, Diane, so if when you have that situation where it's not necessarily working out ideally, what are some of the options we have?
Well, as we were talking about, I mentioned in the book that, choice one was what we were talking about earlier, is go to the rescue, speak to the rescue, let them know it's not working out. Maybe even before that, if there's a chance you think it could still work out, you bring in a trainer or some other professional. Maybe there's just a small tweak you can do that'll help. And as I mentioned, what you don't want to do is you don't want to just place an ad in the local classified, because that's, you don't know where your beloved pet is going. And as I mentioned a few minutes ago, there's a whole part in the end of my book, and I share that adoptapet.com has a great article, exactly what you need to do. And I do that throughout the book, like where my expertise ends, I send you to the expert all throughout the book, which there's a ton of links in the book, that really help you get more information, where I give you the basics and then you can go the deeper dive. But the book was really created so that you hopefully don't have to get to that place, so that you're really set up for success. And of course, it's not 100%. It can't be. Stuff happens, and situations come up, and you just want to be as prepared as you can going into it. And then if it does happen, just you call the rescue group, and you do the best finding a friend if that doesn't work out.
Unfortunately and fortunately, that there are countless wonderful animals waiting to be adopted. If this one's not working out, you should not have a bad taste in your mouth. Mm-hmm. Because there's a reason for it. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned earlier with your friend, it was the safety of the kids. Right. Not every dog that is wonderful with you when you go to look at it and play with it is going to be wonderful with small children. Right. It's almost they intuitively know that kids sometimes grab. One thing you have to remember, that most of the dogs that are out there for adoption mm-hmm. were often somebody else's failure, somebody else's experience due to somebody else's lack of the caring that you have, etc. They're not these, usually, not sometimes, of course, you can get lucky, but they're not that cute little 8-week-old puppy that is waiting to be molded to fit you. They have had experiences, and mm-hmm. unfortunately, they can't tell us what they were. And right. it is amazing that you have to keep that in mind as you're adopting, that it's not going to be perfection right away. It mm-hmm. most likely, most of the cases will be, but you have to give a little extra time. We're trying to figure them out just as much as they are trying to figure you out. Right. I can't tell you how many times I'll approach a dog and I have a hat on, like a baseball cap. And someone will say, oh, no, be careful. He just seems to really go after baseball caps. What does that tell you? That this dog obviously had a really bad experience with someone wearing a baseball cap. Mm-hmm. And they're not stupid. They wouldn't have survived mm-hmm. all these years if they were. So this dog mm-hmm. knows something that you don't know, and we have to work mm-hmm. around it. So, when you're adopting, have that open heart. Of course you have, or else you wouldn't be adopting, but you need to have an open mind as well. You need to know that there's going to take some work. And, and I'm telling you, I got some clients that were so lucky. Literally, I more often than not, I'm saying to my clients, as I'm with them and there's this newly adopted pet, I say, I can't believe that someone gave this dog up. Mm-hmm. I mean, this dog is perfect. Mm-hmm. And I'm shocked. I said, you are so lucky you hit the jackpot, because this dog seems like it's the absolutely perfect dog. And I can't tell you how many times I've had to say no in seeing dogs, as I was joking before, that they don't make a bed bigger than a California king right now. So I have no more room. But not to mention the rule, the municipal rules I'm already breaking.
Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
But no, I mean, it's the best experience in the world. Truly, when you adopt, you are saving a life. If you adopt a few, you're saving a few lives. Keep that in mind. If you have that big house, the kids are gone, it's empty, you're lonely, there's nothing better. And they won't talk back, and they're not going to ask you for money. So in many ways, it's probably more enjoyable than it was. It's like I have grandchildren, and I always say, had I known how great it would be to have grandchildren, I would have skipped the kids and gone straight to the grandchildren. Anyway, so Diane Rose Solomon, thank you so much for joining us once again. It's What to Expect When Adopting a Dog. It's a great resource. It's full of a lot of information. And you're pleased to let us know when the next book is going to be coming out. And we would love to have you on. And again, if there's anything that comes up that you just would like to let us know, if you have time to talk about any kind of topic, love to have you back. And we'll spread it out there so people can be prepared to maybe call in with questions and go from there. So anyway, want to thank you for joining us. I want to thank our sponsors, Pet Products, Save This Life Microchip, Bravecto, and KVP, Kong Veterinary Products, promoting animal wellness through the arts. And once again, we will see everyone here next week, same time, 9 o'clock out here in the West, noon in the East, and anywhere in between. So thanks for joining us. I'm Dr. Jeff Werber, and we'll see you next week. Have a great week, everybody.